We go. Kyle Olmstead, I don't know you. You're probably a super nice guy, but we want to see as many turns as possible.
Yeah, we're hoping for the worst for you, man.
That's correct. As we see Brian Lee on the right.
That's just mean. I'll pull for Kyle.
You're going to pull for Kyle? All right, I'm pulling for turns. I'm coming back to my turn-taking days. Now, I do like, let's see, how's he going to win? He's got the Inkmoth Nexus. Perfect. Okay. So what you do is you part the Water Veil, awaken your Inkmoth Nexus. That's a lot of infect damage. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. He's got Exhaustion. He's got 2 Snapcaster Mages. Now, I will be honest. A lot of the time it comes down to a timely temporal mastery miracle.
Just showing up.
Yeah.
We need a miracle.
Oh yeah. But this one's kind of fun. You got Dictated Crew Fix as another Howling Mine.
Yep.
He's only playing 2 copies of Howling Mine here is Brian Lee. So he's going to take a mulligan. That's a tough start for the deck that needs all of its cards always. It's going to 5. Oof. Now we start to play the game inside the game.
Yeah, how are you feeling about your horse here?
Do we even show him anything now? Might just concede on 5 cards.
That's very cagey.
Might just show him Miko Koro, Center of the Sea, and then I concede, you win.
Sure.
Get a little info here. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Taking Turns deck. I've seen blue-white versions. I can't remember what the white's for, though.
Well, I've seen a lot of people dabbling with As Foretold.
Oh, yeah. With so I know Sean McLaren's been dabbling like As
Yep.
Foretold in Savor the Moment.
Yep.
And some other turn-taking strategies and Restore Balance. But Brian, off to a nice start here with a more, what's the word I want to use?
It's a more traditional Taking Turns build.
Traditional build of a non-traditional deck. He's on 5 cards. All right, scry it up. Bottom shelf. And Kyle with, see, I like it. He lets it right away.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm up to. Lava Spike, you. Thanks.
And Brian's in a position where, like you said, he kind of just wants to concede, like right now. Now he knows what his opponent's playing. Mm-hmm. But he also always has the hope, like, oh, maybe he'll just draw like 4 mountains in a row.
Just a bunch of useless creatures.
You know? When you say useless creatures, you mean creatures that can attack every single turn?
Those.
Yeah.
You know what card's really hard to beat, too? Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
That's going to be tough. Oh, I drew a Temple Mastery on the first turn. Wrong time.
Why didn't he cast it?
That's the wrong time to do it.
Why didn't he miracle that
That's
thing?
the wrong time. That's all right. Come on, Brian Lee. 5-0, no buys. An Arid Mesa here for Kyle Olmstead. Plays Eidolon of the Great Revel's probably over. But here is a Goblin Guide, and this is interesting. Do you want to reveal? Island, okay. No information given. Nice. Got to conceal every piece.
Cedric, you just want to be so cagey here.
I do.
Poor Brian just wants to win the match.
I'm all about trying to get my edges, man. Play an island, pass the turn back. Kyle Olmstead's going to sacrifice an Arid Mesa. Going to fall down to 18.
Yeah, I think Brian's sitting on remand here, which not great against the burn deck.
No, really isn't. But the burn deck does have some 2-mana spells, so you never know. It's when the Goblin Guide reveals Part the Water Veil, that's when the jig is up.
Well, it's better if it reveals the miracle, right? That's when
you're like,
you're like,
okay, yeah, I got next turn all planned.
You can't even accidentally just put it right into your hand because you know it's coming.
All right, Eidolon of the Great Revel to draw.
And that is a 2-mana spell, like you said.
Reveal, Remand, totally normal card, giving no info away. It would make sense for a blue deck to have that.
Yeah, this could be any blue deck that starts the game with just a couple of islands. Doesn't do anything else.
Boros Charm upstairs, Remand, yo. And draw Remand, nice. It's Kyle Olmstead Kyle Olmstead only has 2 lands. An island, the draw here for Brian Lee. This is getting a little interesting now, folks. Here's a Serum Vision. Draw, Giga Drowse, Scry 2.
You set up a land on top for the Goblin Guy.
You get it. I knew you would. I knew you'd get it.
Maybe leave a miracle there. That's just good deck building.
4 Giga Drowse, huh? That's a makeshift Time Walk.
Yeah, well, the Giga Drowse / Exhaustion.
Yeah, it's combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes Goblin Guy. Trigger. Lucky. Lucky he drew a land.
Yeah, I mean, some people are just a little more fortunate than other people.
But Kyle Olmstead's the one without lands right now. Now he's got 3 Eidolons in hand.
Awkward.
Now he let out with a Boros Charm last turn. It got remanded. I'm curious to see if he's going to lead out with Boros Charm again.
Well, and he knows his opponent has another remand because he saw it.
So perhaps he casts nothing. Well, here's Boros Charm. Well, here's remand.
I would have at least waited till the opponent's turn to cast that.
I think so too. Brian will draw. Careful how you draw that card. All right, Island. You never know when it's going to be a miracle. All right, pass. Just a little mono blue deck. Nothing to see here. There's Wooded Foothills.
Just playing control, man.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't mind me. Just out here doing my thing. Here comes Goblin Guide. Maybe. Oh, it could be time for a little Giga Drowse. KG.
Yeah, and Brian's 1 turn away from starting the old Time Warp, part the Water Veil shenanigans.
He's got a little work to do. Let's see if he wants to Giga Drowse here at all. Nah, he's going to let Goblin Guy come in. Trigger. Exhaustion. Hello.
That's a good one.
Gonna take a little look-ski poo. We can do that.
Yeah, this is an oldie but goodie.
Yeah. I remember this from the Owling Mine days.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a weird one from Urza's Saga that's been reprinted in other sets, but creatures and lands target opponent controls do not untap during his or her next untap phase. Excuse me. Eidolon the Great Revel is really hard to beat if it resolves. So
might be an issue.
So, ooh, Snapcaster Major Man, I love it. Exhaustion to the grip. Sacrifice that. Suspend a Riftbolt. Now Exhaustion is busted.
Yeah, pretty good here.
It's the full walk. All right, Brian Lee will draw. Ooh, yes. Minamo.
Sure.
School at Water's Edge.
Non-basic island, basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's here. Outside of getting to play one, there's got to be some interaction I don't know.
Choke. Boil.
Can't we just be dead to those?
I mean, you're still just dead to those, right?
Yeah, can't we just lose to those? That's fine. If some maniac's out there with those cards, all right, you win. That's fine. Here's an Exhaustion. All right, Riftbolt's going to come off suspend. I'm going to 3 somebody here.
Who wants some?
Yeah. You get 3 damage. You get 3 damage. Brian Lee's down to 6.
I can't imagine taking out the Snapcaster Mage there.
Yeah. Kyle Olmstead will draw a Wooded Foothills.
If you'd like to play standard,
that'll come down.
That is our last scheduled event of the day. We'll start.
But I think he's all 2 mana spells. He's Eidolons and Boros Charms.
Yeah.
That's it.
So if you'd like to get in one
Well, you say that's it, but they're
Okay, those will be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Those will be tough. Those will be tough.
15 minutes left to sign up for those at side events.
Time to draw. Dictate of Crewfix. We have not seen one time walk yet, really.
No. And he's drawn 3 extra cards off of those remands.
But we have not seen a Temporal Mastery. We've not got to see an Owling Mine. There's another copy of Sacred Founder, and I believe Kyle Olmstead has 2 copies of Boros Charm in hand. So this Giga Drowse plan, it might not work.
Might not.
Might not work.
We did see the turn 1 Temporal Mastery.
Ah, you're right. We did. Decline to pay.
Yeah. Just might have misstepped there.
Yeah, that's it. All right, I think this is an attempt. I think this might be an attempt at a Giga Drowse.
So one of the invitationals, the Star City Invitationals in Jersey, I did not have time to prepare for the event. So I showed up with a Turbo Fog deck, just kind of saying, you know, if this is good against all my opponents, if they're not ready for this type of thing, maybe I can pick off some easy wins. Because, like, if I was going to play rounds and rounds of the mirror, I didn't think I was going to win that. I just didn't have the time to put in the work it would take. So I showed up with that deck, and like the first round, I got paired against someone playing Burn. And I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, you got no shot.
Just not, yeah.
You got no shot.
Looking at the dictative Krufix in my hand, I'm just like, this is not going to do it.
Well, Brian Lee is feeling what you felt because he's currently down a game. Kyle Olmstead with a Boros Charm and a Skullcrack in response to that. Giga Drowse for 5. Burn very quickly up a game over Mono Blue turns. We go to the sideboards. We're going to start with Brian Lee. He's got 3 Thing in the Ice, 2 Dispel, 2 Commandeer, 2 Negate, 2 Vapor Snack, 2 Surgical Extraction, and 2 Ceremonious Rejection. Craig being the Mono Blue turns master that you are.
Yeah, expert.
Yes, that's what I would call you. And Turbo Fog Days against Burn. What do we do?
I like him just going the control deck route where he brings in a bunch of these cheap counterspells, dispels, and negates, and also brings in Thing in the Ice to actually put a clock on his opponent.
I guess Thing in the Ice could be, got to be easy to transform, right?
Got to be easy to transform.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Yeah, that's true. Transform into Awaken Horror and hopefully kill Kyle that way. I don't know if we can play the Howling Mind game here, especially when Kyle's got 4 Destructive Revelry, 2 Deflecting Palm, 2 Graph Trigger's Cage, 2 Core Firewalker, 2 Path to Exile, 2 Searing Blood, and a Singleton Rest in Peace.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle, after seeing that game, he's probably just like, what do I want any of these cards? Mm-hmm. And the answer is likely maybe 2 Destructive Revelries or 3 Destructive. I wouldn't make a whole lot of changes. You don't want to end up with these mediocre cards in your hand that don't do a whole lot. If he knows Brian somehow, they're buddies, he knows Thing in the Ice is coming in, maybe he'll bring in the 2 Path to Exile, but I can't see making a lot of changes here.
Yeah, he didn't see much. And he didn't see Howling Mind or Dictative Krufix, so it does make you wonder if he knows what he's up against. It is a very strange deck, but if you do follow Modern a little bit, you are familiar with Mono Blue turns, so we'll see how Kyle does on a sideboard here. Same thing can be said for Brian, as these players are sideboarding, and they'll be shuffling up here momentarily. Let's, while we wait, talk about the Season 2 schedule on the SCG Tour, where, of course, we're going to kick things off with our Season 1 Invitational Weekend. We'll have some classics. We'll have an Open there. Of course, we'll have our main event. That's June 30th through July 2nd. After that, we'll go to Cincy for Standard, Atlanta for a little Team Open.
Yeah.
You better believe it. Syracuse for Modern, Richmond for Modern, Louisville for Modern, Dallas for Standard. That'll be release weekend. Then we'll go to Charlotte for Modern, like we are right here this weekend. After that, it's Cincy for Modern, DC for Legacy. See if we can, I don't know, maybe get that graphic updated. See, that's okay. That's okay.
Way to just gloss over that little mistake.
You got to roll with the punches when you're in the booth. We got our regional championships November 4th. We got a Team Open in Baltimore November 18th through the 19th, and then our Season 2 Invitational Weekend, Standard Modern with a Standard Top 8, December 1st through the 3rd. Now, kidding aside, these are not a joke. These playmats are serious business, and they're actually really good ones, too. For what do we got? We got a... Let's wait for it. Days.
Yeah,
that's days for.
I knew you were going to get there, but I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
It's days for Legacy. What do we got for Modern? I think it's Old Spell Pierce. That's the best one. Not close.
Oh, I like the Days one, but
you like the Days one more?
The artwork is just so pretty. These colors are great.
I love this. I love this art.
I have a friend who goes on and on about orange and blue color schemes.
Okay.
In movie posters.
Okay.
And on his Facebook timeline, he's just posted over and over orange and blue movie poster color schemes and how great they are.
We'll take a look at Bantu really quick. All right, that's for Standard. All 3 playmats. Free exclusive playmat with entry into Season 2 Opener Classic. Back to the match. Talk to me about color schemes.
No, he's just like, this is perfect. And someone else will be like, well, look at this one. He's like, yes. It's the only way to make a movie poster anymore.
It's just orange and blue?
Orange and blue color schemes.
All right.
Otherwise, you're doing it wrong.
Okay. Very passionate about this, I see. Goblin Guide revealed a cryptic command.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
No. Let's see what we have now. Another creature perhaps here for Kyle Olmstead. Another Goblin Guide. This is going to be really hard.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. This is a beatdown. Brian, we picked the wrong match for you, man.
We're going to need just a nonstop exhaustion here.
Yeah, Serum Visions is the reveal. That's slow. This is... Yikes. It's going to be a lot of cryptic command, tap your team, draw a card then. Okay.
Yeah, if he makes it that long.
It would be rather fortunate if he did. Decent amount of burn here in the room here this weekend, too, in Charlotte.
It seems like it, yes. which I appreciate. It seems kind of heads up. When all of the conversation is about other decks, that's the time to show up with Burn. That's the time to show up with Affinity.
Yep.
You know, these very linear, easily hated strategies that people can start ignoring.
I feel like Affinity is so underplayed right now relative to how good the deck is. I really do. Here's a Mikokoru, Center of the Sea. A Jerry T special, one of his favorite lands. Inspiring Vantage draw here from Kyle. I think he's all spells, maybe. He's got a Lightning Helix, a Lava Spike. Good to play these spells pre-combat for the prowess.
And Brian is all suited up to activate that Mikokoru this turn.
Everybody gets a card. What a guy.
Smiles all around.
Yeah. There's Lava Spike. Down to 7.
And right now, this is an attack for 7.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah, we'll trigger some Goblin
Yeah,
guys.
boy,
It doesn't even
that
matter.
was ugly. That was ugly right there for Brian Lee, unfortunately. That is what we like to call in the business a bad matchup.
Being given the business.
Yes, yeah, that's